Hey everybody, welcome back to ChellerinaTalks, the channel that talks about how I got married on my third date, now going on 20 years later, and my journey throughout my marriage. Well, today's video, we are going to talk about in sickness and in, a lot of people get married and they stand at the altar before the officiate under the heavens before God, the Most High, Jehovah, however you relate to God, and before a host of people. Most people, they have guests. Some of them have wedding parties as well, right? And they get up there and they say their vows. Now, most traditional vows will include this phrase. I'm not going to say all the vows because everybody don't have the same vows, but most of the traditional ones have the phrase in sickness and in health. And sickness and in health. A lot of people don't realize the weight of their vows and what they are vowing to. A lot of people, when they get married, they do not expect for somebody to become sick. They don't expect for their wealth to change or their health to change. They just don't expect that. But in this video, we're going to focus on sickness and health. Let me tell you, when I first got married, I was a trad wife, a traditional wife, and I loved it. I stayed home, although I was not a mother. I would do is I would cook and clean, make my husband's breakfast, lunch, dinner, pack his lunch for the next day, iron his uniforms, and pretty much keep them well organized so that in the morning he wouldn't have to look for anything. All he had to do was go to the table where I had everything prepared for him. I loved being a trad. It was nice. It was a good experience. But I'm telling you, I'm glad that I did go back. And I have in my videos, Trad Wife, you'll learn more why and how I went back to work. But I'm glad I did it because in my marriage of going on 20 years now, we have had experiences. And the person who was sick was not me. It was my husband. He had fallen ill on about 2 to 3 occasions. And at one point he was ill to the point where I had to bathe when he went to the bathroom. I had to help him. I had to wipe and clean him. And he was not working. There was another time when his heart went out. He was working so hard. And where the environment where he was working, the temperature was extremely hot and humid inside, and plus it was the summer. So something happened to his heart where it went out of rhythm, and the doctors did not know what the problem was. Until this day, they still do not know what the problem is. But he's healthy now. But I'm saying all this to say, women or men, sickness will come in your marriage. If you're married long enough, it's going to come some way, somehow. And it may not be to the extreme of my husband's illness. Okay? You could break your leg at work or something. You can have a baby and have complications. Or you might get ill. Something will happen. And sometimes if something very dire happens, something serious happens, it's a good chance not only your health will decline, but your finances could decline as well. Now, when my husband got sick and his job had the audacity, the nerve, sometimes these jobs, you can work these jobs for years. You could be a manager, you could be a supervisor, you could be a faithful worker. It gets sick. And you're going to find out how easily replaceable you really are. But let me tell you something. My husband and I have to. Why? Because he had woman. All right? Y'all understand what I'm saying? And when I said my Bibles to my husband, I meant, I meant what I said in sickness and in health. And I am a little surprised that it was my husband who fell ill because I am a cancer survivor, you know? And I've had operations before I met my husband and married him. So I always saw myself as the person who could, possibly, fall to a sickness in the marriage. And I probably still do, time if we continue to be married, who knows, God forbid, but it could happen. But the thing is, a lot of times when a person gets sick in a marriage, I have heard stories that people are out the door. People are out the door. And I can't tell you what they were thinking when they got married. Some people they'll say, I didn't sign up for this. Or let your health go down and you can't function intimately. Some people are out the door. But marriage, I cannot stress enough. It is beyond the wedding dress, the wedding rings, beyond the ceremony, the reception, the nice clothes, the guests, the honeymoon, the food, the big cake. They're just beyond all those things. Those things are trinkets. They're actually trinkets to your marriage. That's exactly what they are. Trinkets. They're party favors, okay, at the ceremony. But it is not the marriage. All those other things is not the marriage. And I see more people need to focus on the marriage. Now, if you want a big wedding, there's nothing wrong. If you want a small wedding, there's nothing wrong with that. But keep in mind that the objective is the true reality of marriage. And when your partner falls ill, you want to be in place to uphold your household. Yes. I know a lot of women want to be prayer wives or stay at home mothers. And if you can, that's wonderful. But if you're going to be at home, hey, I would say get on YouTube, make yourself a channel, document your life, or make your life your YouTube content and more. But start with your life. That's all that you have. Because you know your life the best. And you know what to talk about. But have some money coming into your house. Because if one goes down, you all want to be able to sustain. You want to be able to sustain in your marriage. You want to be able to upkeep the livelihood that you had before the illness occurred. Okay? So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Someone might get sick. I'm glad that I went back to work because I had to hold it down. I had to hold it, and I did. And that's what we need. And vice versa for a man. That is what a man does. He takes care of his house. A woman upholds her home. You don't just let your home fall apart. No. So always keep in mind that somebody can be sick, and you have to have a nest egg. You have to have money seed. Some additional income has to come in, all right? So that you all can make it through the hard time. Because challenges will come. Oh, whether it's going to come as a male or a female, uh, challenges in your job, with hours, working, and you may not have enough time to spend with your family. But we all have to hustle. We all have to make it, and you can do it. All right. So take all of this that I'm sharing with you. Please take it into consideration. And I'm hoping that it helps you because a lot of people who watch this channel are ages 24 to 35. That's the marriage. If you clicked on this video, that's because you want to be married. If you're not already, and then if you are considering to get married, hey, with your spouse, say, check out this woman. You know, just check out her videos. Listen to her. Check out her now. Because I'm married going on 20 years after getting married after my third date, which was the marriage, and I've only been married one time, and my husband has only been married one time. So I like to believe that I'm credible, and I must know what I'm talking about. Okay? So I can't wait to bring you all more content. Please like, share, and watch my playlist. Also, for you YouTube influencers, please remix this. Let's talk about this. Because we all know that there's so many what videos on YouTube that women are against the men and men are against the women. And it's not. And so many people are spewing out myths about marriage. Marriage is so hard. It's hard to find somebody. It's hard to deal with people. No, you might be wow. It's not. All it takes is two people with a made up mind, willing to work together and grow together. All right? And they're serious about their wedding vows. Because I cannot stress there will be challenges and sickness is one of them. The more mentally prepared you are, the better you'll be able to prepare and to make it through that time in life. But then again, your marriage may never, ever, ever experience it. But take into consideration, it will be tried and it will be challenged. And you can do it. Just fall back on why you got married. Fall back on you believe that this is the person for you and the person that you need in your life. All right? And you will make it. Now I'm going to close, but you all know that I like sharing with you from out of my book, Nourishing Your Dreams, which is a book that can help you through your business and entrepreneurial endeavors, your personal goals, and a better quality in life. How to handle some of the challenges in life, period. My book is a book of affirmations and positive thoughts with witty responses. So let's get started. The book is also available on Amazon. The link is below. So if you want to support this channel, continue to watch, share, like, and comment, and get a copy of my book. All right. Excuse me. The thought is do not fear trying. Do not fear trying. The witty response. Fear will cause you to cry vehemently for not trying. Think about it. Think about it. Okay? And let me know how it resonates with you. Also, I am going to do a playlist on this book along with my other books. And I'm going to go into deeper detail about why I wrote what I wrote and why I responded to it the same way. Until then, thank you for tuning in to Chelerina Talks. I look forward to seeing you on my next videos. Take care. Bye-bye.